What's up, YouTube? I appreciate you right there, clicking on my video, taking the time out of your day to just watch me just talk. I appreciate that. But shoot, I got something to say this morning. It's a nice day out here. About 85-degree weather, real nice. After the storms, after Helene, after Milton, after the little cold front that just came in last week. Today's a pretty nice day. Birds chirping, everything. Squirrels out. Sure, I even see like a flower or two coming, growing on a pear tree in the backyard. That's crazy, especially at the end of October. But anyways, man, I wanted to say this because it's something I'm noticing. I was talking to my wife not too long ago, and I was telling her how people like how things are back to normal, right? Everything's back to normal, right? It's business as usual right now. And what I mean by that is, so with the two hurricanes that came through here, Helene and Milton, people lights being off, trees coming down, grocery stores, not having food and just all the chaos that comes with storms coming through the South and everybody that live on the coast, on the Atlantic coast. I noticed that during those hard times, man, people, like, they really act different, when it's not business as usual. I noticed, and even my wife noticed, right, while we were out, like, trying to find a generator during those days where the lights were off for about 4 or 5 days, man, people were actually kind of nice. That they were like friendly. People were talking to you. People were patient in chaos, right? Like, so that lets me know that when people are afraid, like I thought in my mind, like, when people become afraid, that they would become like more like not so friendly, or or maybe staying to themselves, or that kind of thing. But it's actually quite opposite. People are actually more friendly, more willing to help you, more willing to talk to you, just like random people in Home Depot just wanting to hold a conversation, ask you questions, just speak to you, say hi. Like, people that would never even like speak to me, like the type of people that would never like speak to me were just like just talking to me, saying random things, right? Just asking you if you need help, just random stuff. And I found that to be crazy, because now it's business as usual, right? The street lights work again, no 4-way stop signs, right? Street lights work again, road rage again, grocery stores fill up again, people not saying anything to each other, people walk right past you like you don't exist. Everything is back to normal, no chaos, right? And that's just crazy to me. I don't understand that, because you would think in the midst of chaos that people would be so scared, so frantic, that they would pretty much act crazy or stick to themselves, just be secluded somewhere, just waiting on something to happen. But it was different. People were out and about, talking to each other, helping each other out. I had a dude, me and my wife, we bought a generator from Lowe's, and we walked the generator out, and like, we got a Toyota Camry, right? So it's not a big car, and we could get the generator in there, but of course my wife, she wasn't as strong as me to be able to help me, help me and not damage the car or hurt herself. And just a random dude just walk up like, "Hey, y'all need some help?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, please. Like, I appreciate it, And then I offered the guy, after he helped me, I offered him, to buy him some lunch, something like that. Let me give you a few dollars or something like that, buy you something to eat, buy you some lunch, whatever you want to do." And he was like, "No, man, no." He was like, "No, man, I'll get my blessing somewhere else or whatnot. Or somebody else will help me." And, it was good. That felt good, man, to know that people, you know, that know that people actually, they still have it in them to, you know, to be that way. Because in this society, man, it's crazy. People, they just act. I think we got it so good sometimes to where people forget that at any moment, just like hurricane sweeping through, anything can happen. Something catastrophic can happen, and all the stuff uh, that people have, and the things that they have to make them feel like they're more or bigger than the next person, or you know, just on a higher status than the next person. All that stuff can be gone today, like right now. All it takes is one catastrophic event, you know. And I'm not saying everybody just need to walk around being humble and, you know, just extra friendly and all that stuff like that. But like just humane, you know, just humane. Just like the next person, if you don't have a problem with somebody, like a real problem, somebody trying to do something to you or to your kids or family, or something like that, you know, it's like, why act crazy? Why give off, this I don't want nothing to do with anybody, or I don't like people? Why would you give off that kind of vibe when you out and about around people? You know, it was totally the total opposite, you know, during the catastrophic events. And so I started thinking, like, do we need more things to happen for people to get it in their heads that, hey, this world don't revolve around you? Like that, like it's a bigger, I feel like I know, matter of fact, that, you know, God made this world for something way bigger than just you or me, for that matter. You know, but people walk around as if this whole universe revolves around them and everything's about them, you know, and they carry themselves that way until something bad happens. Now you need people's help. Not everybody, all of a sudden everybody is working together. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, humans don't even know how to put themselves in a single file line at the store, unless someone is like directing them. But when they need something, like them generators that day, I mean, man, people was falling in line, people was following directions. I mean, people was helping each other out. Hey, man, like, we had to do help us lift it up and put the thing on you know, on the dolly, or, you know, what do they call that thing, the cart. I mean, just people just just helping out without you even having to ask. I help people out myself, but see, I'm naturally that kind of person though, and I'm not beyond reproach. So I don't want to come here acting like I'm just Mr. Do Good. You know, that I don't have any flaws. I got flaws. I got flaws just like the next man, the next woman, right? But I'm just analyzing the situation, and, you know, and just people in general, and how they are during certain events. So I can imagine, like, back during these world wars, World War One, Two, you know, and all these wars, man, Vietnam. I imagine with all of that stuff going on, like, how people were, especially the people that were like those things were actually going on in those people's backyard, not way across the other side of the world. Those events have a way of humbling a person, you know. And so, you know, that's just something that I noticed. But right now it's business as usual, man. Like, I just got done taking my kids to school. I take my kids to school every morning. You know, and, you know, just driving around, people with the crazy road rage, right, in the morning time, trying, you know, you late for work, but you driving crazy, and you laying on your horn and trying to riding up close behind people, trying to push them off the road, all because you late for work. You should have woke up an hour earlier than what you did. Now you mad at everybody in traffic because they not going, because they going the speed limit, and you feel like they need to go 20 over like you because you late, right? People's a trip, man. Like, even certain teachers and stuff at school with the attitudes, like with the attitude problems, like we don't even know each other like that, you know. Like, people not speaking, people looking at you crazy, not speaking, like, this all in your personal space, this crazy stuff like that. I think unnecessary stuff, right? You know, And some of these people are people that you would, that they swear up and down they holy and righteous, right? Be some of the worst people sometimes, with the attitudes and how they treat other human beings and stuff. And so I want to you behind the other side of the camera watching, put in the comments if you noticed anything that's different. Like if you live in the Carolinas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, maybe even Tennessee, all those states that got hit by Helene or either Milton. Have y'all noticed a difference in the people, like during the time where those storms was coming through, and how they are now, how everything's back to normal? Like is that something that you noticed? Like, shoot, I think, I spoke with my neighbor more than I ever did before when the lights was off. when the power was out, and then when I got my generator, we ran a cord over there to my neighbor house and let them use cords for, for their chargers and this, that, and the third, to do what they need to do. But that was the most ever, that was the most interaction that I ever had with my neighbor when the power was out. That's crazy. And that goes to show you, like, even with me, like, when things are going the way, the normal way, right? You got your lights, your car running, you got plenty of food, you can go shopping, get your clothes, get shoes, like all that extra stuff that we like, that's normalized, that's normal to us. We don't even think for a second that all that stuff could be gone. We take it for granted big time. That we even got a roof over our head. Like, you have trees that fell on people's houses and stuff. People having to patch their roof up. People died, man. People died. People lost their lives and that kind of thing. And then, we just we brush it off and we keep it moving, and we go on about our day and about our life, and we don't think about those things. But I think every now and again, and you might not agree, but every now and again, I think a little event like that, whether it's a storm, whether it's a threat of war, whether it's 2001 with the terrorist attacks, God bless those people that died and everything. And God bless the heroes that lost their lives trying to save those people too. We don't take that for granted. But dang, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. I had a point. I was gonna make a point, but I lost my train of thought. I had a point that I was gonna make. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. So, with those events, especially 2001, like, I think sometimes bad things can be made good, and sometimes events like that, situations like that make people afraid, can actually do it can do better. It can kind of bring you back a little bit. It can kind of get you off your high horse, and just so you can look and see that, hey, like, let's just look around and say, some of these the simple things matter most than anything. Like, when the lights off, you're not thinking about the video game. You're not thinking, you're not really thinking about being on YouTube or scrolling on Facebook. You just you want to make sure that your food stay cold. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you could take a bath or a shower, and you want to make sure that AC running too, because, boy, when it get hot, it's horrible, right? When it get hot, but we endure, and but you think about the things that really matter, and not the superficial things that we think about and that we worry about, all day long, right? The things that we lose, that some people lose their minds about, man. You forget about all that when bad things happen, when really bad things happen in the nation as a whole. Like remember COVID, right? COVID. I know they want to use a different name, but I'm gonna say COVID. And if you two don't like it, then it is what it is. But when that was going on, 2020, 2021, all that, man, people were scared, man. They were scared, and they were humble too. They were humble too, So that lets me know when people get scared, man, they get a little bit humble. They get a little bit, they get off that high horse, and they they start asking you if you need some help. They start inquiring about things and talking to you about things they never would. They open up a little bit. You start talking to your neighbors all of a sudden, instead of walking out the house acting like you don't see them, trying not to speak. You see your neighbor right over there, right? They in your view and everything. Won't even wave, won't speak, won't say hi, nothing like that. Act like you can't stand the kids. You don't like the kids around the neighborhood. Yeah, I'm talking to you, person watching. You don't like the kids in the neighborhood. You mean to the kids. But then you want to say, oh man, these kids ain't not doing anything these days, or these kids up to no good and things like that. But you mean to the kids, you ain't doing nothing to try to make it right. All you doing is complaining and blaming people for this and that, and you're not doing anything to help the situation. But all that stuff, that don't matter when life is good. It only matters when when something happens that puts all of us on the same playing field, that makes everybody equal. When how much clothes you got, or how much money you got in your bank don't matter. Guess what? Because the gas pumps, ain't no more gas in the tanks, and the gas pumps don't work. So hey, it don't matter how much money you got, do it, because you can't buy gas anyway because it's gone. Right, so that puts us on the same playing field, right? It don't matter if you're driving a Benz, if you're driving a Maybach, or if you're driving a Toyota Camry, or it don't matter what you drive, or if you're driving a motorcycle, right? At that point in time, the gas going, it don't matter. We all walking, we all riding bikes. It puts us all on the same playing field. So what's the point of this video, man? The point of this video is, every now and again, man, we need to think about what's really important. And guess what? I'm not against making no money and living a nice lavish life, because guess what? That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do, right? I want more than enough, right? We want to leave an inheritance for our children and our children's children, right? Like the word say, right? So I'm not against none of that. I'm just saying, every now and again, man, we need to think about what's important. We need to humble ourselves just a little bit, just a little bit, and stop being so nasty to the person, to strangers, to people we don't know. Stop turning our nose up at people just because they got less than you. And every now and again, extend a hand out and help somebody. Help somebody do something. Don't cripple them and give until it becomes an obligation. But every now and again, lend a hand out to somebody, man. Give somebody some words of encouragement. Smile a little bit. Stop being so grumpy. Can't even go through the drive-thru these days without somebody giving you attitude. And I got a video about that, man. Some of y'all in them drive-thrus, y'all need to be in the back with the boxes, because y'all just got the worst attitudes ever. But that's another video. I get on. I could do a whole nother 20 minutes on my soapbox with that situation. People they put on these cash registers and in the front for everybody to see, making y'all business look bad. But guess what, y'all? Back to business as usual. We back out here. We back trying to get to some. Well, we ain't trying. We getting to some money. We taking care of our families. We gonna be the best we could be. We masters out here, and we gonna keep doing what we doing until the day we leave this earth. But I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned for the next one, man, because I got a lot to talk about. All right. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe. You know, if you feel the need to, if you want to hear me talk, if you want to hear me blow some steam, or you know, or give you some words of encouragement, you know, or whatever, just, you know, hit that button. If not, if you don't like it, don't come back to the channel. You know, don't come back to the channel. But I appreciate y'all. Man, leave some comments, man, because I'm reading them, and shoot, that makes for another video too. Because if y'all leave some topics and stuff that y'all want to hear about, hey, we can talk about it. All right, we can talk about it. All right. So anyways, y'all hold it down. Y'all take it easy. This is Fernando. Peace.